As the year 2019 became 2020, I stood with friends outside a house overlooking Belfast and watched the fireworks and heard the sounds of hooters ushering in the new year. I doubt if anyone could have imagined what a strange year it would turn out to be, and indeed those following. I had many plans for that year. Having been invited to be lady captain of my golf club, I had spent some time putting together my plans for the year, with its competitions, committee, team captains and special events. I had also visited a number of local golf clubs to see if they were suitable for my lady captain's outing, and had drawn up many lists. It all turned out very differently, and so has the 3 years since, with the continuing effects of the COVID virus, the invasion of Ukraine, political turmoil both home and abroad, and financial crisis for many. No one could possibly have foreseen what was to happen. We have also had the sad deaths of dear friends and community members, and in recent times, the deaths of former Pope Emeritus Benedict and Queen Elizabeth. Since her accession to the throne in 1952, Queen Elizabeth, for 70 years, broadcast her annual message to the nation. It began in 1932 by King George V. This year, delivered for the first time by the new King, Charles, 90 years later. One of the most memorable broadcasts was by King George VI in 1939, delivered in the opening stages of the Second World War. In it, he quoted from the poem God Knows, written by Minnie Haskins in 1908, and included in a small volume of poetry, produced in 1912 to raise funds for the Methodist Missionary Society. As we begin another year, I think the words are as relevant today as they were then. The gate of the year. God knows. And I said to the man who stood at the gate of the year, "Give me a light, that I may tread safely into the unknown." And he replied, "Go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than light and safer than a known way." So I went forth, and finding the hand of God, trod gladly into the night. And he led me toward the hills and the breaking of day in the lone east. So heart, be still. What need our little life, our human life, to know if God has comprehension? In all the dizzy strife of things both high and low, God hideth his intention. God knows, his will is best. The stretch of years which wind ahead so dim to our imperfect vision are clear to God. Our fears are premature. In him all time hath full provision. Then rest until God moves to lift the veil from our impatient eyes, when, as the sweeter features of life's stern face we hail, fair beyond all surmise. God's thoughts around his creatures our mind shall fill.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? Enemies will stumble and fall. My heart will not fear, though war should rage. One thing I ask, one thing I seek, to dwell in the house of the Lord all of my life, to behold the beauty of God all the days of my life. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? Enemies will stumble and fall. My heart will not fear, though war should rage. Hear me when I call, O Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. Your face, O Lord, I seek your face. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? Enemies will stumble and fall. My heart will not fear, though war should rage. One thing I ask, one thing I seek, to dwell in the house of the Lord all of my life, to behold the beauty of God all the days of my life. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I fear? Enemies will stumble and fall. My heart will not fear, though war should rage. Hear me when I call, O Lord. Be merciful to me